Hello guys, how are you all doing? In this video I'm going to be teaching you how to use GeoMeasure real quick. I'll start by showing you how you can install GeoMeasure if you don't know how to use GeoMeasure already. Specifically, I'm using GeoMeasure 3.0. I'm sorry, 3.2, which is the latest stable version of GeoMeasure. You can get GeoMeasure on my Gumroad or BlenderMarket. The link is going to be in the video description. Alright, so without further ado, let's get started. So as you can see, we have Blender right here. I'm currently using Blender 5.0, but it should work with Blender 5. Sorry, it should work with Blender 4.5 and above. Alright, so if you're using Blender 4.5 and above, this should work just fine. So Blender 4.5 and above, GeoMeasure 3.2 should work just fine. Alright, but I'm currently using Blender 5 because Blender 5 is faster now. So anyways, so let's head over to the GeoMeasure and we're going to drag and drop it real quick like so. Let's close it. By the way, if you don't know how to add stuff to your asset library, let me show you real quick. Let's go to your preferences, then go to file path. This is where you add your asset library. Okay, just create a new one, then select the folder and click apply, and that's it. Create a new asset library in your preferences. So let's dive in. So this is GeoMeasure. As you can see, GeoMeasure is an object, very simple. Let's drag it over here. So what does it say? GeoMeasure 3.2. No object selected or ruler or curve ruler added. So let's start with the basics. All right, so when we click GeoMeasure like this, we head over to the modifiers panel. All right, GeoMeasure was built using geometry nodes. Okay, so it's partially powered by geometry nodes. I won't go over that because that's not the purpose of this video. Just know that GeoMeasure is powered by geometry nodes. Okay, there are a bunch of geometry nodes that make GeoMeasure a reality. All right, if it wasn't for geometry nodes, there wouldn't be a GeoMeasure. So yeah, such a powerful feature in Blender. So anyways, so let's select GeoMeasure right now. The first thing we want to do is to test the dimension ruler, the most common one. So we'll just go ahead and select the object from the target menu. Okay, this is what it looks like. Let's go ahead and disable these guys first. So this is what dimension ruler looks like. Okay, this is called dimension ruler, and there's more we can do right now. Okay, when we hit Shift D to duplicate this cube, now we want to measure this cube as well, but it's not taking the measurement. So to do that, just simply select GeoMeasure and choose the collection that the cubes are. If the cube are not in a different collection from the GeoMeasure itself, it's not going to work. So I'm going to do something else. I'm going to carry these guys and move them to a new collection, or create a new collection. Let's call this collection cubes. Okay, create. Now I'm going to select GeoMeasure, the object, and just select cubes from the drop down menu, and there we go. So our cubes are now getting this dimension ruler measurement. Okay, if you drag them closer enough, they're gonna combine and become one, stuff like that. And yeah, we can keep duplicating from here, just keep adding more and adding more until your PC eventually crashes. I'm just kidding. Until you're happy with the amount of objects you want to measure individually. Okay, if you want to measure them combined, just push them together and it's gonna combine automatically. The settings are also available. I won't go over that yet, just to make this video as short as possible. I won't go over those options. Okay, just know that the settings are found here under the collection settings. So anyways, next let's talk about the units. GeoMeasure have a different types of units. We have GeoMeasure has millimeters. As you can see, it has switched to the millimeters unit. It has centimeter, it has meters, and there are a bunch of them. Okay, there's kilometer, there's inch, there's foot, there's yard, and there's mile, and there's also custom unit, which allows you to impute your own custom units. Next is the format style. Okay, this is useful if you want to show two separate units that are kind of related, but you just for more precision. For example, let's say you are measuring a character and the character is let's say 5 foot 6 inches. Okay, you just use this to see what it looks like. Okay, this is 22 foot 3 inches, for example. So that's the purpose for the format style. You can switch to adaptive if you want. Adaptive adjusts on the fly depending on the um the the size of it, depending on the scale. Sorry. Next is the scale, which is not supposed to be touched. Don't touch this value unless you know what you're doing. Just leave it by default, which is 1. Next is the text scale and the thickness. Great. Now let's move straight to the dimension ruler. Okay, dimension ruler, like I said, is what we are currently doing right now. We're taking the dimension of these objects. So we can disable the x-axis, the y, and the z, and there are a bunch of settings here, like the position of this axis where we want them to be placed. As you can see, I've changed the position of the y-axis just now. Let's set it back to default. We could flip the text, we could change it to a different stuff, etc. All right, that's enough for dimension ruler. You can go over these settings, but I won't go over the settings because I want to keep the video as short as possible. Next is the let's quickly disable dimension ruler, as you can see. So let's quickly enable geometry statistics real quick. And now geometry statistics is basically self-explanatory. It allows us to see the statistics of the objects we are selecting, okay, the meshes we are selecting in this case. So yeah, from here we can see the amount of objects that are present. We are currently having 5 objects. Let's duplicate. Now we have 6 objects. Duplicate again. 7, 8, 9, 10, like that, like that, like that. So this is the statistics. Okay, there are more statistics we can preview, by the way. Let's expand this panel real quick to see them. Okay, we have volume. Now we can see the volume. All right, and these are real volume values. Okay, so any changes we make, we actually see the volume getting updated. Okay, let me go ahead and delete all the cubes and leave only one of them. Okay, so this is the volume of this cube right here. Let's zoom in real quick. This volume, the volume of this cube is 8 meter cube, or 8 cubic meter. How do you even say that in? Anyways, so you can see that the volume is written right here, 8.0 meter cube or cubic meter, whatever. Next is we have surface area. We have the amount of vertices. We can display the amount of vertices. We have edges, faces, triangles, and last but not least is the object count. More statistics will be coming in the future, so if you have any idea, you can let me know in the comment below. Of course, they have their settings as well. I won't go over that, just know that they exist. Okay, they all have their own settings, so yeah. And of course, you can adjust the way you want the thing to be displayed, like the spacing, the pattern, the margin, and so on and so forth, the bevel, and ultimately just hide them. Yep, that's it. So next, let's go straight to the curve ruler this time. Now curve ruler is a bit different from the two, as curve ruler requires you to actually add a curve. And to add a curve, we need to select GeoMeasure like you just did and hit edit mode. Okay, I'll go over here, objects, switch to edit mode. Now we are going to add a ruler, okay, in the form of curve. Okay, these curves are actually called ruler. Okay, yeah, it uses geometry nodes to make them a ruler basically. So let's select Bezier curve to begin with. Okay, let's zoom in real quick. So this is what a Bezier ruler looks like. if we expand the panel here, you will see what we are actually editing here. As you can see, if I enable or disable this option, it goes away and appears, like it disappears and appears like so. All right, we can switch to line ruler. Okay, line ruler is basically a straight ruler. So to do that, you just need to go to curve, say spline type poly, and this is what I call a line ruler. Okay, with this you can measure distances between objects. Really cool. It also has its own settings as well. Okay, like we can set the max thickness, we can set the max size, okay, and stuff like that. Let's set the mouse thickness, for example, and max size. So this way we can make really long distance measurements and the text scale doesn't increase any further. Or whereas if it was default to 0, meaning it will always increase because it just keeps getting bigger. So yeah, there you have it. The next thing we have is the circle ruler. Let's duplicate real quick. With circle ruler, you can do more advanced stuff like let's hit Alt C to switch to cyclic. This is what we call circle ruler. Okay, it's achieved when you duplicate when you set a poly curve to cyclic. Okay, once a poly curve is set to cyclic, it becomes like this, which I call a circle ruler. Okay, you can use this for taking measurements of circular objects, okay, or objects that like tires, wheels, and so on. This can help you. It has own settings as well. You can display the radius instead of the diameter. We can display the circumference only, or we can display all of them: diameter, circumference, and everything in between. Great. Again, more options will be coming in the future. Let me know what you think in the comments below. What would you like me to add? There were actually a bunch of stuff, but I had to remove it because I was upgrading GeoMeasure as of that time. There were a bunch of stuff that were removed, but they'll be added soon. So please bear with me. Alright, so let's go to the next ruler. The next ruler is let's add a okay, let's duplicate this guy right here. The next kind of ruler is similar to these two I just mentioned, but the difference is that it has an extra point. Okay, so when we select this guy, for example, let's scale it down. So let's hit E to extrude this point like so, and now we can see a third point, and this third point created a new kind of ruler type. Okay, this ruler type is called multi-line ruler. Okay, you can see the settings right here in the modifier section. All right, it creates a new type of ruler type called multi-line ruler. This is useful for, let's say you want to measure angles and stuff like that. You can use this guy. Okay, hit down Alt C to make it cyclic, and it's gonna close all the all the stuff in between, and you get the idea. It shows you the angle like so. It's useful for taking measurements. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Next we have the Bezier cyclic and the Bezier. I'm terrible at naming, so forgive me for the names of these ruler guys. The important thing is what they actually help you to achieve, and they help you achieve your goals of measurement. So that's pretty much it. So this is it. Okay, with these guys you can take measurements of different types of things. Okay, like let's add Susan right now. Okay, let's add Susan real quick. I am trying to be as quick as possible because of I don't want this video to be too long. All right, so let's add Susan real quick. Select all these points right here. Okay, let's rotate it so we can see it clearly. Okay, let's undo that. Okay, so this is it. Okay, Bezier ruler. Okay, now if we want to measure, let's say, the circumference of Suzanne, let's say we want to measure the head of Suzanne, what we can actually do is go to the settings of the Bezier cyclic. Is found in under Bezier ruler. See Bezier cyclic. Then you will select Suzanne right here. Just select it, and boom. Now this ruler is taking the measurement of Suzanne. Okay. As you can see, the circumference of Suzanne is 2.37 meters. Okay, yeah, 2.37 meters. Let's check it out in EV mode. Okay, if it's compiling shaders, so let's take a while. Yep, we're done compiling shaders. So this is what it looks like in EV. 2.37 meters. All right, we can switch different modes. There is sticky, there's tight. Sticky looks like this. It sticks to the surface of Suzanne. Tight makes it look like it's really tight and all that. Let's subdivide Suzanne and show you what I mean. Shade smooth. So this is it, man. So let's move this not Suzanne, sorry. Let's move this ruler. So as you can see, we can take measurements of any part of Suzanne as we want. The circumference of Suzanne, and it just works. All right, it just works. These are the kind of features that are available in GeoMeasure. Again, all these are just one tool made with geometry nodes. Okay, it's a very complex system made with geometry nodes. I've been working on it for the past I think a year now. No, like about 2 years, I think. Anyways, I've been making GeoMeasure for a very long time right now, and I'm so happy it has come this far. Let me know what you think, guys. This is a very quick video of what GeoMeasure is, how to install it, how to use it, the features, and so on and so forth. These are the kind of things you can do with GeoMeasure. Just so you know, let me give you another good example. I have some projects loaded here. This is a project I'm working on for my game. This is my game project. So this is the kind of use case for GeoMeasure. As you can see, this is a they call it Musa plants, like a banana or plantain, stuff like that. These are the dimension of the banana, as you can see, and it has a total of 96 triangles. Here we have these plants. This plant, what is it called? Cedar elm. All right. Again, this is a game asset, so 87 triangles right here. This is another type of tree. This one is called a pine tree. Okay, it's much more visually pleasing from the top view, because the game I'm working on is a top-down view, and so this is what you're gonna be seeing from top-down view. It's called a pine tree. All right, it consists of about 33 triangles. So this is what geometry statistics is like. All right, and if I drag this pine tree to the others, it combines all of them together, and we can see that there are 3 objects, a total of 216 triangles, etc. You get the idea. Let me open another scene quickly. Here we have a more dynamic scene with the character walking. Let me hit the play button, and the character is walking. Very nice. So you can see the measurement is happening in real time. Yep, that's it. The dimension ruler is real time. Everything is real time. All right. Yep. Next project I would like to show you guys, which is the last one, is this one. Okay, this is a bike scene. It's like a demo scene. You can call whatever you call it. So this shows everything that is in GeoMeasure so far, like the one I talked about, the Bezier cyclic that allows you to measure the circumference of stuff. In this case, it's measuring the circumference of the wheel of this low poly bike. Okay, and you can see the circle ruler in action, whereby it's measuring the wheels right here, which we can move around like so. Okay, you can see it's measuring the wheel, and when it intersects, it actually shows you the other side of the measurement. Like, I don't know how to put it in words, but anyways, you get the idea. And of course, these are line rulers measuring the different sections and stuff like that. And of course, last but not least is the geometry statistics, which shows you all the details of this vehicle right here. There are about 4 objects, a total of 256. Sorry, fuck. There are a total of 2,576 triangles. These are the amount of faces, edges, vertices, etc. So that's it, guys. I wonder how long it took me to make this. Oh, 20 minutes. That's too long. So that's the end of this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you learned something. Please give it a try. Support me by buying this stuff. It's gonna help you, all right? And as a bonus, let me show you this real quick. Okay, this is not supposed to be. Let me show you this real quick. Let me run this game. This is a game I've been working on. It's called Atonix. This is my game. I'm gonna play it real quick to show you what it's like. This is what I've been doing behind the scene, and I'll be showing this video of my game on my channels more often these days. I'll be showing videos like this on my channel. Oh, why is the gamepad not working? I'm gonna be making videos like this. Sorry, my gamepad stopped working all of a sudden. Oh, anyways. So yeah, this is my game, and I'll be working on it. I'll be posting the progress on my YouTube channel. So I'll keep you guys updated on the game and stuff like that. So please subscribe, help support the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh, what am I saying? All right, thank you so much for watching this video. Have a blast.